influencers are destroying the culture. We need the Black Nerd Podcast now. I don't care where they are, beam them here and now.
Nerds! Nerds! Nerds!
Here comes them black nerds. Sloan's on with big words. Cake slap makes us all smile. This little song every single while. Veins kinda like a mastermind. This one shows up every single time. Yeah. How was your night gonna bring the fight? Hey, this is Black Nerd Podcast, winning all the fights.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. Man, we've had a wonderful week. The weather hasn't been crazy. It's been a little bit warm. The internet has been going nuts over the Daredevil release. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk about it. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Paradise ended its first season. Hopefully we can talk about that. Maybe not. I don't know. But before we do anything else, I have to present the best team in the podcast game, the nerdiest of nerds. You know what I'm saying? The elementals of nerddom. You know what I mean? We got Jalen in the building.
Happy Sunday, y'all.
I can't wait to eat Sunday dinner after this, bro. I'm going to go crazy on those pork chops. We got my guy Sloan in the building. Sloan Tempest is in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a PlayStation t-shirt you wearing there, guy?
Yep, my dad bought it for me a while ago.
Yo, shout out to him, yo. Now, my question is, what's your favorite? Which iteration of PlayStation do you like the most?
The first PlayStation I ever got was PlayStation 4. But currently, right now, my favorite is PlayStation 5.
Okay, I respect that. All right. Fame is somewhere trying to get his computer straight, and hopefully Kate will jump on when she can. But we've got a jam-packed show. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, a lot has happened. I mean, obviously, outside of the comic book space, the world has been definitely nerding up on a whole different level. And I've got a bunch of stuff I want to talk about pertaining to Legos, which has been disrespectful. I'm saying I did not know Legos had gone so far off the reserve price-wise. We've definitely had a discussion about this. And I stumbled upon a video that really made me think. And it put the whole show into perspective. What type of black nerd are you? We're going to talk about that. It's coming up. But before we go to anything else, then it's time for, one of my favorites. All right, so it's time for us to get to the precious. These are the items that we covet, the things that we must have that we see online. Some of us already purchased it. Some of us is like, I'm thinking about it. But for today, I am in my commitment to always bring y'all something completely out of the box and different that y'all have not seen or even thought about. You might have been like, man, I didn't even know they would even come up with something like this. So I am here and proud to set a new standard. This is a bird of prey. It's a custom-made bird of prey, kind of like figurine desk metal thing. I think it's super fire. Look at that. That is so crazy, man. Somebody made that from scratch and is selling it on Amazon. It's not crazy expensive. So it's 5 inches wide, 5 inches tall. You know, just something for the desk, something, little conversation starter, little conversation piece. I like that. Cool. I like that. Nothing complicated. All right. So I saw a couple of other ones when we were getting started.
Big test.
Yeah, you there, buddy? I can hear you.
All right. Here we go.
The question is, can you hear us?
Yes.
All right. And what I'm about to throw up on the screen is weaponry. Somebody has decided to bring weapons to the show because self-defense is necessary. So whose is this?
This is mine. Okay. Does this look familiar to anyone?
Like Batman.
Slightly familiar.
Batarang.
Yes. So it's a twin blade, Batman twin blade, for personal defense. but also because it's really cool.
Nah, I definitely highly
That's-
recommend this.
That's technically not personal defense because you gotta throw it at your attacker while they're running.
What if they're running towards you?
Nah, I don't think you're gonna pull that out that quick. Mm-mm.
You never know. She could be
I don't watch
practicing.
enough Batman to know, like, you know,
She can
just
like,
a quick
you
little.
thought you were going to get away. Mm-mm.
Probably. They
I
probably.
mean, you
What she
don't have to technically use it like that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
What
can
she
just
gotta-
stab.
What you got to do is hang around the dudes in London because they don't allow guns there, so they use knives. They put the shivs real quick. That's what they do. Put my shiv in it. That's what they say.
Put the shit in it.
So I need lessons from
Right.
one
That
of
is
them.
wow. All right. Let's see. All right. So let's go to the next one. Here's another weapon. This is the weapons segment. You know, this is the gear that you need. Whose joint is this?
My Darth
Wow.
Maul lightsaber from Art Sabers. They're like actually durable enough for you to do actual duels with.
So do you get like a sword connector to go with it, or is it just like
It does that in general. Like it'll connect. I think it like snaps in place or something.
So do you have to buy two, or does it?
No, it comes in one. It's like $445.
sheesh?
If I take that to Disney World, they're gonna be jealous.
Yeah, man, that's pretty crazy. But I love it. It looks like it's craftsman, and it looks like it's metal too.
Mm-hmm. They got every lightsaber like in the history of Star Wars. They got it.
I respect this. I respect this. Like, where did you find that?
Oh, artsabers.com. Another content creator. He's name's King Lion. He's an affiliate of Art Sabers and all that. So I saw his stuff, and then like it has like a lot of quality. Like the lightsabers, if you put an SD card in it, you can give it custom sounds. So one time he put an SD card in his lightsaber and had like a whole blaxploitation pimp song coming with his.
Wow. Okay. I respect that. Last and certainly not a weapon is who put this up here? Like,
technically, it's a weapon. You know, if thrown the correct way, GOD will do some damage.
This is cool.
But this is a plan I stumbled across a couple weeks ago, and it's not the exact same one I seen because the one I seen they had like a real rock that was shaped all the way through, and this is the closest I could find to it. What is it? What's that spot? It's not Pinterest. Is it Pinterest? Yeah.
Is it
things.com? That's what this says.
No. But I couldn't find the one I was looking for, and I think it was either Pinterest or S. Nope. For some reason, it was on Yelp. I don't know how it was on Yelp, because Yelp kept trying to make me download that app to see the rest of the photos. Wasn't doing
right.
Yeah,
That's
so I
great.
found that, and I was like, "Oh yeah!" As soon as I move, this is gonna be one of the joints I gotta have in my house.
So you planting
Nah,
flowers now. Look at you. Look at him domesticating himself. Look at that. That's what's up. Shout out to your domestication, sir. All right. So let's move on to the next thing. All right. So we normally do, video games and, haven't done much lately, but I found something dope that I feel like this deserves a little attention for the show. So let's give it a go. Wait a minute. Come on, get on the screen.
That everything in this game is handmade with clay and animated in a stop-motion style. In it, you befriend this cute lost lantern boy and have to take care of him and his flame. Here's everything you need to know, including when you can play it and on what. One of the platforms is very surprising. If you're new here, I'm Mad Morph. I post about games to play, so follow for more. This new game features 5 stories, each featuring new monsters that all want to devour and extinguish the flame of your friend. But not every creature in the game is evil, and some will be nicer than others and even sit by the fire with you and have a conversation. So how did they do it? Everything is made by hand, then 3D scanned into a computer to be animated. This is actual gameplay from a new trailer which revealed the release date and the platforms. It's called The Midnight Walk, and it's coming to PC, PlayStation 5, and PlayStation VR on May 8th.
Listen to me, Burnt One. If you're intending to walk the Midnight Walk, you better be sure to keep your spark safe and burning.
Okay, that's pretty scary, but shout out to them for that. My question to y'all is, are you going to play this? Would this be playable for you?
Absolutely.
Like,
Fame. Go ahead, Jalen. I'm sorry.
In theory, yes. In reality, not really. I probably won't actually play it, but it looks fun to play.
Respect. All right, Fame.
It doesn't look interesting for me to play, but I do like that it feels all Tim Burton. So I will check it out, watch a couple videos, and if my daughter asks for it, yeah, I'll get it.
Okay. Shout out to y'all for that. All right. Thank y'all for at least being open. All right. So for everybody that's watching at home, you know what I mean? We have been working on new merch. I've updated the Black Nerd merch. So what you're looking at right now is a hoodie with that signature Baltimore. Come on, get out of here. You guys clapping too much. That signature Baltimore orange. And then I put, Darth Vader, the black Darth Vader on the back of it, because why not? You know what I'm saying? You can see, this is one of the reasons why I love spring. First of all, they have really great quality hoodies and shirts. I guarantee you guys have seen me in the past wear the shirts and the hoodies on the show. The quality is insane. But they also carry fat boy sizes and most to like 95% of the colors. So you can get, I think there might be 1 or 2 colors that don't have it. Like sometimes the pink isn't. See, like right now, the pink only has a 3X, but like all of the other sizes, like the white and like the red, they all have 5X. Even like the Carolina blue, they have that in 5X. So like, yo, if you are a big dude or a small dude, man, we got colors for you. And a great way to support the show is go ahead and grab you a Black Nerd shirt or a hoodie. So that is one thing we got. Let me show you some other content.
Orange is fire.
Yeah, the orange is super fire. It's definitely one of my favorites. So this is a Black Nerd die-cast sticker. So like you could get that. You can scroll down. We got necklaces. We got tote bags. You know what I'm saying? We have the what is that? The barbecue apron. You know what I'm saying? We got pickleball, yummy yams. So it's plenty of stuff on here. We got blankets. We got caps. We got pillows. We got all types of stuff. And there's tons and tons of more stuff. We also have cups and many other props. So look, best way to support us, grab some merch. And it's not just about just supporting. If you're a black nerd, you're a black nerd. Hey, man. And if you're white and you want to support black nerds, this works too. So let's get it cracking. That's how I feel about it. All right. So we were supposed to jump into my girl Kate's segment, but we'll wait till she comes back. So until then, Fame, did you happen to have your stuff ready to go for the day? All right. Don't worry about it. You know what? We could do this first before we go to the news. Jalen, let's get into some mystery kind of early today.
Okay, do you guys want the answer from last week?
Oops. All right, ask the question again. I'm sorry.
Do you guys want?
And then she muted herself.
It wasn't me. My thing mutes automatically, like in a delayed.
Got you.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You can give us the question from last week and then give us the answer, and then we can go to the next one. So, what was the question?
So the question from last week was, first I threw away the outside and cooked the inside. Then I ate the outside and threw away the inside. What did I eat? You guys ready for the answer?
Think about this.
Ooh.
Everybody had all week. I feel like Fame knows the answer.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I'm gonna take this one guess. Pork rinds.
No.
Okay. All right.
I'll give everybody one guess, and then I'm just gonna say it.
All right. Say it one more time.
First, I threw away the outside and cooked the inside. Then I ate the outside and threw away the inside. What did I eat?
Sloan, you got one more good guess?
Nah, I'm beat.
All right, Fame.
I'm too sick. I'm gonna say chicken though, just cause.
You said chicken?
Yeah.
Just cause.
It's corn.
Oh.
Wait a minute. You don't eat the inside of corn. You ain't supposed to eat the inside of corn.
I threw away the outside and cooked the inside. So the husk or whatever. Yeah.
Takes off the leaves.
Uh,
Then I cooked the inside. Then I ate the outside and threw away the inside, which was the cob.
Got you. I'll let you rock. I'll let you rock. That was pretty cool. That was disrespectful, kind of though. But
it wasn't worse than the week before. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Kate.
Hey.
She's in the building. All right, so let's get to the new.
Riddle me this, Batman.
Me, boom, and solo you out. You want to unmute yourself? Your auto mute is crazy. It's perfect time.
What can run but never walks, has a mouth but never talks, has a head but never weeps, and has a bed but never sleeps? This is a lot easier than last week, though.
What can run but never walks? What has a mouth but never talks? Has a head but never weeps? Has a bed and never sleeps? Are we talking about water?
You're close.
All right.
Very close.
Okay. Oh, a river.
Yes.
Ah.
I feel like that was a little too easy. But good job, guys.
Oh, shut up, Fame. You ain't know what it was.
I did. I was just too sick to get out of town.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. So now we are gonna go back to JS1's. Well, before we go to the news and before we get to Kate, in my mystery game, I'm taking y'all back to the 80s, 80s, 90s, and whenever time for some old blackness. Not blackness, but old nerdiness. Can you guys tell me? Can somebody tell me what is this that we're looking at? What is that? What is this? Go ahead, Sloan.
The stones from the Fifth Element.
Damn it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. So y'all remember a little bit of old schoolness. Okay.
You need Fifth Element close-up pictures.
Yeah, facts. All right. And then this, I thought this was funny. Just remember, these teens used to skip school to jump people. That's so disrespectful. Y'all was fans of these guys?
Yeah, especially Green Ranger Army.
They're the reason I started skipping school to jump people.
Skipping school.
All right. This person says, Endurance Sundays. Good morning to you and happy new week. I like that. Yo, I might have to start initiating that. Happy new week. Shout out to you, bro. I like that. All right, Kate. It's your time. This is your time to shine. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I asked everybody to put together collections of Black greatness so that we could talk about it on the show. And Kate has compiled a list of what? Please tell us.
I did a list of Black artists, I guess, in a way, content artists. So I did different variations of art and whatnot.
Okay. So I will throw this first one up there. All right. Why did you choose this young lady?
I chose her because I'm a fro girly myself, and then just the way that she does her hair in different art forms. So it's just she's using her hair as a personal almost using her hair as cosplay is really dope. She has way more I wish I found another video with longer. She has so many different ways she styled her hair.
Got you. And I'm gonna try to. Her name is KWIIN.Ava. AVA. So
her Instagram, her name is Ava Marie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just reading.
No. I wasn't gonna try to pronounce it, so I'm glad you did.
Yeah, we know Jay's a little bit of a senior citizen.
You goddamn right I am. You gotta get that right. All
right. Johnny Merriweather. I am from Temple.
I'm sorry, Fane. What?
My question to Kate was: does she show the process of how she frame it?
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. On her Instagram, on her YouTube, she shows tutorials on how she does each and every different one. She's pretty dope.
That's really cool.
All right, here is the second artist.
I'm Marjani Merriweather. I am from Temple Hills, Maryland, but work out of Baltimore, Maryland, and I am a sculptor that talks about celebration of Blackness and how we decide to present ourselves. I started taking ceramics, took the wheel, was super hard, wanted to stop, but I had a teacher who was like, you know, there's more than one way to do something. I started hand building so much. I started doing more sculpture work. I decided to take it into my own hands to sculpt what I wanted to see. I started sculpting more of us. My ancestors and people before me fought for me to be able to have the freedom to do the things that I want to do and make the things that I want to make when I want to make them. Clay is one of my favorite mediums. I feel like clay is a material where I can immortalize somebody. And immortalization for me is very important because I feel like I have a chance to write history. Baltimore is really big on community celebration, especially when it comes to sports and especially when it comes to football. I chose Lamar because not only is he MVP, but he includes his family in his success. I very much pride myself on including my family, my mom, my dad, and my brother in my success as well. To be a BIPOC artist means the world to me. I'm happy for who I am. I am happy to be a Black woman. I'm happy to make work about Blackness. And I stand proud in that. I feel like out of all the amazing artists that could have been chosen, I'm glad to be one of the 5. I just feel honored. I feel seen. I think seen is the big word. The art of football.
Man, when did you find her? She is amazing.
I came across her and I'm like, she's a PG girly that has a space in Baltimore, and you know, she did that, and I thought that was like super awesome.
Okay, so have you actually met her in person? Have you had a chance to? Oh, okay, cool.
We just had some things, a little things in common. I thought it was cool.
Okay, so let's get into your number 3 person.
These are my ladies. This is Jill. This is my lady Amy. Little Susie. Brianna. You know why we call her Brianna, right? It's a long story. Shaniqua. Helga. Miss Kitty. Jeannie. I dream of Teresa. This is Teresa right here.
Man, that was a little weird, but yo, shout out to that. What brought you to this young lady?
She it's actually she did like a few masks and stuff that she made out of clay. She did like a whole little series that was pretty cool. Actually that in her background, I came across that, and then I know she does other forms of art as well. Like she makes like lighters and ashtrays and stuff like that. But I just thought the mask was like super cool.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, do you remember her social media?
That is I can't pronounce her name. It's OMARICHAS.art.
Got you. Thank you so much. And last but certainly not least,
To being successful.
shout out to you. Now I know this ain't new. This is a classic Black creator. Tell us about it.
This is Ernie Barnes. They put Good Times on, was it Tubi? And I just saw that and I was just like, yo, I gotta talk about it. And what I love about his art, like I saw one of his videos and was talking about how like he did a portrait about basketball, and they were asking like, why is like everybody's long arms so long? And it's just like, I feel like with his art, like you can feel the movement, you can feel the vibe. So like his dancing giants, the ones that he's doing basketball, I think it's like really cool.
Got you. Okay, and I made a mistake. That was the 4th one.
One other one.
Yeah, there's one more to go, and this guy's fired too.
My name is Eko Namako. I'm a Ghanaian Canadian internationally exhibiting multidisciplinary artist who uses Lego elements in their sculptural practice. I'm often inspired by Black culture, African culture, mythology, and ancient civilizations. My process is pretty fluid. I try not to hold too rigidly to a concept in my head so that while I'm building, I can ebb and flow and be informed by what the material tells me is about to happen. I think about my younger self when I'm creating often. I even have a picture of myself as a child in the studio that I come across from time to time, just so I can stay connected to my younger self. I'm working with the other play ambassadors to really give visibility to how kids play. The more we can highlight the importance of play, then we can encourage more play to come back into the world.
I love it. All right. How did you find this guy? He's off the chain.
Nah, he's really cool. I can't remember how I came across him, but I love Legos. And what I really like about him, and I think I found out about him before I even realized he was a Lego ambassador, which is, I feel like, is really cool having us in that space. But like usually when he's building Legos, he's only using black Legos. Like that's it. Like that's the only color he's using for like in almost all of his exhibits and whatnot. All of his sculptures that he's using with Legos, they're all black everything.
So you can buy one color of Legos?
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
You can actually get tons of them on Amazon as well.
Like
nice. That's super fire. Okay. Shout out to y'all, man. That was crazy. Thank you, Kate. I super appreciate it. This was a very meticulously and well thought out presentation. You know what I'm saying? Please make sure you follow her on Kissin_Kate for all things art related and Lego related. So you know what I'm saying? And that'll be that. You know what I mean? Did anybody y'all have any questions or any comments y'all want to add before I move on?
You know the funny part, though, I think it was the third artist. I used to use a lot of his work for a lot of flyers for Afrocentric promoters at the time when Obama was in office. And it was dope. I used a lot of his work into a lot of my pieces. Yeah.
Got you. So now that Trump is in office, what are you using to make your Afrocentric?
A lot of oranges.
Got you. I feel you. All right. It's time to get into the news, man. All right, starting, I would like to have a discussion, and I'm glad Kate's here because she's got an answer to this too. What in the world is going on in the world of Lego? The most expensive Lego sets in 2025. When I saw this, I was thinking, yeah, man, this is probably a little $100 set, a little $50 set. But when I swiped, this literally took my breath away. And I'm turning to an old black man quick. What the hell is going on here? Like, nah, bro. The Lord of the Rings Baradadudubla, $459.99. Holy smokes. Harry Potter Diagon Alley.
Wait, you still gotta build these yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't come pre-built.
Nah. That book for Diagon Alley is probably so thick.
Yeah.
Jesus Lord. Then you got Harry Potter's Hogwarts Castle.
I want that so bad. I've had my eye on that one.
Where do you put this? It can't be small. It better not be nothing for no little nightstand.
If I'm need a display like shelf for that.
For that price, it better be almost lifelike proportions.
That's what I'm saying. I better be able to put this on Airbnb and rent it out and get paid. Like, what is going on?
I feel like that one is probably like
yeah. Right. Look at this white man. Add a whole dining room table and it fills up the whole table. Star Wars Jabba's sail barge, $499. Jesus. Why is the price going up? It should go down. All right. So then we got
so into it now. It's more of a collector's item. People are collecting it. I'm pretty sure I saw a special either on like Netflix or on YouTube about why it's getting so expensive. Like people are collecting them not to build them, but to like resell them type shit and sell them for more than what they is. Especially since they have like limited time and stuff. Like each part, like they'll have it on the Lego site for a minute and then they'll take that shit down.
So we got the Marvel Avengers Tower, $499, so that they could put it up for a limited time and then take it down. For $500, you better leave that up for a year. I gotta save money to buy this.
Most people leave them put together once they're put together, usually. right?
Oh, I'm not taking it apart. If I spend $500, that's not coming down. So you got the Star Wars, the Razor Crest is $5.90. The price is going up. It's $5.99. Jesus. Lord of the Rings, Rivendell, $4.99. That looks beautiful though. I'm not buying it, but it looks beautiful. All right. The Lego Icons, Eiffel Tower, $629.99. Now, does this come with free passes to get into the Eiffel Tower? Do I get partial ownership? You know what I mean? Do I get percentages in the Eiffel Tower earnings for close to $1,000?
Better.
Now, here's another random question.
Black
Now,
people
go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I was gonna say black people stay rounding stuff up. You went from $629.99 to $1,000.
That's ridiculous.
Do these have lights? Do some of the Lego ones have like electronic?
They don't have lights, but a lot of the Lego sets you can purchase lights to go with them. Like you can get them like off Amazon type shit.
Oh, so sold separately.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily like a part of like most of my Legos and shit. Like I put lights and stuff in them, but I also like hang them up. But most of the lights I get for them, you can get through Amazon. They're not attached to Lego.
It's hilarious. She pointed behind her, but everything behind her is blurred. Yeah, we see what you're talking about, and you're blurring this figure. Yeah, I can see that.
I use my imagination.
It's over there.
Yeah.
Just use your imagination. It's somewhere. It's somewhere in that room. Yeah. All right. So the Titanic, $679. Why would I want something that I know is going to sink? So anyway, let's move on. Star Wars. Venture class Republic attack cruiser. Once again, this thing is taking up an entire table and it's bigger than this guy's head. This thing is huge, but I respect it because don't give me nothing for $649 and then make it fit in the palm of my hand because somebody getting slapped. So, all right, let's move on. The Legos Technic, I can't even pronounce that. It's a crane, a crawler crane is $699 and it takes over an entire that's huge. I'm hoping that's functional for that amount of money.
I think it is because he's got something in his hand.
Some of them are functional.
Okay. And they come with a remote control. I'm with that. That makes a little bit more sense. I can build it myself, but then it's functional at the same time. However, I cannot have children. So if you have children, this cannot exist because they're gonna bust this up into a million pieces. That thing will be gone. And then somebody, their whole backside gonna be red. So the last, but certainly not least.
No. Don't put your hands on them. Just put them into the foster care system. That's better.
Y'all played so much.
The last oh Lord. The last but certainly not least, Star Wars Millennium Falcon is at $849.99. Why is it the one single thing I would actually decide to maybe come out of my pocket for and purchase happens to be the most expensive piece of $849. Shout out to you, Kate, man. Shout out to you. The fact that you would even be like, you know what? I'd spend money on some of this stuff. Shout out to you for that. I respect it. Wow.
I like what I like.
No, yeah, I like what I like. No, I respect it. All right. So how does everybody feel? Fame, do you feel like this is fair pricing, fair market pricing for everything, or is this just out of
I remember when it was $149. So no, it's definitely not fair market prices. Those things are like $149, maybe at a max. They probably pushed up like the $189. You can always find them on clearance for like $79. Now they just like doubled it up like that. But all is fair because hey, they did it to tennis shoes as well too, right? They do it to comic books, they do it to anything that's going to be a limited edition. So all is fair. I would definitely still get it. I definitely kind of want to build that Hogwarts.
If I had it to like just, spend, I would definitely like the Home Alone house was like $300. I would get that. I feel like that's somewhat more reasonable.
Nah, I
See,
got you.
that's different. You said the Home Alone house.
Yeah, I put it up for my Precious like months ago. But
Like the inside of the house or just the
there
outside?
was the inside and the outside, and there were the
yeah.
booby traps and everything.
That'd be the one I'd spend. I'd
Yeah.
spend $500 on that. Like no.
Yeah.
And it was
I'd be
only
so
$3.
happy. Yeah. See,
So,
I want that.
and it had
Okay.
characters.
Okay. All right, Sloan. Any remaining words of wildness?
It's too high, and I feel like tying the IP that exists outside of Lego to inflate the prices isn't a good move as well, because that's the reason why the Millennium Falcon is so high.
Man, that thing is crazy. All right. Zanif Washington said, "Yo, Tempest, congrats on 10K." Let's give him that.
Thanks, Zanif. Thanks, Zanif.
Yeah, we had talked about that early in the show, but I'm definitely want to keep shouting it out every time we get a chance because that's fire. That's hard work paying off. That's a lot of looking at your phone and talking to it. That's a lot of being in the comments, talking to people that are insane. So shout out to you for entertaining the rogue gallery out there for the people. So getting back to another crazy creative. The designer, Tyler, the creator, is doing a collab with Nike. So I will have a very unblurry version of all of his stuff. I just want to take a look at this. In my opinion, I feel like Tyler, the creator, is the epitome, he is nerd. I mean, as far as rap goes. So him being able to do crazy stuff like these type of collabs, I think is amazing. He has a brand called Golf Wang, and this is Golf Wang and Nike together. And LaFleur is another one of his brands. So this is some really nice stuff, man. And if you're listening on the audio, please take a second, go to the YouTube and you can see all of this greatness here. I love that jacket. That jacket is great.
Is that Sherpa?
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
No, I'm sorry. It says printed fleece. My bad.
Even better. Same thing, but I mean,
look at
I'm gonna
that.
get that for my sister.
Man, you better save up some pennies, baby, because this ain't gonna be cheap. I can guarantee you that.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Nike Paisley bomber jacket. And man, I think that's fur on the collar. Man, this is some. Ooh, look at that. Oh man. All right, Star Wars jacket.
Ooh, that's fine.
And then you got that. And lastly, we have this.
Blue and green.
These are weird but attractive, man. I love the intersection of nerddom and pop culture all together. So shout out to that man for that creative thing that he brought. And shout out to the nerd puppy in the corner is staring at Kate like, do you owe him money or something? Because he is on you.
He definitely owes something.
Yeah,
he owes something.
He's like, yo, what's up, bro? You promised
He's really gonna ignore me. You see me looking at you.
You know what this is, cuz. Give it up. All right. So let's move into other news. So they have designed a brand new. Why am I going so slow? That looks so weird. I don't like that. All right. So let's pull this out. So we don't need to listen to the music. So what this is a new basketball court where the floor is completely digital, and they now are putting so instead of you having to go and put the logo on the floors and redesign and put the colors on the floor, well, you make the floor digital and it will turn to whatever design that you have created for yourself. This is phenomenal, but is really weird. So, oh wow! So now you can draw on the floor, and you can tell people exactly where to stand. What do y'all think about this?
It's fine.
It's cool. Yeah. Like you can use that for training and whatnot. Customization. You can probably switch games. That's pretty cool.
I think it's cool.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, It's definitely something. Now, if you could digitize another area of your home, if you were rich and you had limitless amounts of money, where would you want to apply this technology? So I want to go around the room and start with Sloan. If you could digitize any flat surface in your home, it could be a wall, it could be a floor. What would you want to do? What would you want to make it digital, and why?
I guess I digitize my living room to match, like my living room floor. I guess to match like what at the seasons.
Okay, I got you. So you can make your living room Christmas, and then you can make it Thanksgiving, and then you can make it Halloween, just a touch of a button.
Yeah.
Quick redesign.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Jalen, what about you?
Well, that's really a tough one because it has to be a flat surface.
It could be a wall, ceiling. It could be a floor. It could be.
I'm gonna say the shower, like the shower.
That's hard. I never thought about that. Yeah.
That would be really cool. Great experience.
Yeah. I can fake like I'm naked on the beach. I can fake like I'm naked on the moon. I can, like
whatever vibe you need to get your day started or ended.
Vibe I need. You know what I'm saying? You want to get it cracking. All right, Kate.
I would probably do like an office. So like I would set it up to like I could keep it kind of relaxing, make it kind of like a focus section, or even like have it so I can touch screen and be productive. Have a big ass wall calendar, you know. Get prepared.
I love it. Okay, Fame.
You go.
It would definitely be a bedroom wall, or it can be a living room wall. Anything that I could plug a TV up to, and now I could have like a 5,000-inch TV. But I could also turn my living room into a vacation space. So if I wanted to feel like I said, if I wanted to be on the moon for that night, you know, come on, shorty, man, baby, I'm about to take you to the moon, boop, and then I can throw my music on. Man, I'm telling you,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, man, the beach. I could be underwater if I want to act underwater. As a matter of fact, I do want it to be the living room because I need my living room. I'm like a vampire. My bedroom needs to be, you know, the same way all of the time. I don't need all of that extra stuff because then I'm gonna be encouraged to stay in there. So the living room, turn up. Yeah, whole wall.
You thought that through real quick.
I started thinking about it. I'm like, I know who I am. I don't need that. That's like putting it in my bedroom. That's just dangerous. You'll just never leave the room. So it's left on you, Fame.
My original one was bathroom. That is But now that Jalen took it, mine's definitely going to the kitchen. My second choice would definitely be my kitchen, so I can watch all my YouTube videos of how to cook on the bigger screen. Yeah.
I respect that. He acting like he gonna cook. That's funny. There you go. Fake hair. No, I love that. Act like you about to cook something. All right, that's what's up, man. Yeah. Chef Boyardee. Now, Stranger Things is getting a lot more stranger to me because of this information I just received.
By now that it's believed that Stranger Things is based off the Montauk Project. But did you know that this book, Transylvanian Sunrise, says that the project still exists today and is being carried out in Romania? And this follows the story of the Romanian version of 11. Now let's take a moment to make sure that everyone's on the same page about the Montauk Project. Camp Hero, a facility in Montauk, Long Island, was a government-funded research facility that allegedly was studying time travel. Now, this place has connections to aliens, Nazis, a sea creature that still exists today. This Montauk monster still washes ashore from all of the sick genetic testing they did. Now, most of the information that we have about the Montauk Project.
Okay, it starts falling apart at the moment when she says this creature still keeps floating up to the shore. He looked dead. So what you do? You take the dead thing and you push it back in the water until it come back up again. All right, that's when it starts falling apart. But anyway, let's get back to the
project. Originates from Preston Nichols with his book, The Montauk Project: Experiments in Time. He claims that he worked at the facility, that after his time there, his memory was erased using the mind control technology that they had been using there. Now, he wrote this book with Peter Moon.
Once again, story falls apart. If he erased his brain, how did he remember stuff to put in the book? This doesn't make sense. Let's continue.
Peter Moon is also the co-author and publisher of this book, and we'll get into that more into how this book came about. But I actually did find this interview from 1994, an old episode of Coast to Coast with Preston Nichols. And he claims that he was involved in the creation of this Montauk monster. And that because the projects had gotten so evil that some people that worked there purposely created this monster. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Preston Nichols. Watch a lot of whistleblower stuff. I don't know. He's kind of a...
Okay, this is weird. She said these people were working at a facility and they got scared because they was forcing them to create monsters. So they created a monster. What? This doesn't make sense.
So
okay.
I'm assuming...
I don't know.
I'm sorry, go ahead. You're assuming what?
So I'm assuming she's trying to say that whatever experiments they were doing, they were like really hurting people to the point where they created this monster to, like, I guess, terrorize the people that were doing it. Maybe. I guess that was my takeaway.
So they found out some people were being evil, so they decided we're going to be more evil
and take out the evil people.
And take out the evil people. That's right. That sounds like human. That's human logic. All right, who is using sandpaper during the show? What's going on here? This some.
Oh, no, that was my fault. My bad.
Oh, okay. I wonder what's going on. You trying to sand down artwork or something? What's going on?
No, he's pushing all his cat litter in one spot.
that was compressed air.
Oh, okay. Got you. What? All right. I'm going to move on from that point. Let's go.
They also allegedly screwed up his brain. So I don't know. Anyway, there's many other people who also claim that this happened. Okay, so the guy Peter Moon, who published both of these books. So he tells us that he was brought to Romania by a Dr. David Anderson. That this guy was a contractor for the government because he created a time warp space machine that you could basically travel time in. So he brings Peter Moon to Romania. So when I look into this Dr. Anderson, based on the little bit that's available online, he does seem very legit. He's the founder of the Anderson Institute, which specializes in time research. I was actually able to find a radio interview with him from 2010. And Dr. Anderson knows what he's talking about. This part's so interesting and slightly unrelated.
So I didn't watch Stranger Things. So does any of the stuff that she's rambling about relate to the show in any way? Or is she just whipping up some conspiracy theories to get them numbers up?
I think that it does relate, but I don't think it's like, there might be a basis from that to the storyline. I'm not sure, but I don't know. It's kind of similar. Like the show's pretty much about them testing, like, what exactly is the goal? Because that's what I don't understand. Like, I see what they're doing, but like, what is the end goal for the doctors that are like testing on these kids? Does anybody know?
Probably a weapon.
I do.
Pretty much.
Sloan.
Their goal was to open a portal to another dimension.
Okay.
I mean, I'm with that.
I feel like what the lady's bonkers. That's the first thing I say. But what the statement when she said that it made like the project, like basically saying that it has IRL ties, I won't put that past them because government experimentation is real. Like there is a crap. Like if you actually research it, you will find a crap ton of government experiments that they've done or things that they've heard other people that the American government has heard what other people have done, and they purchased that said research. So it's like I see it's more of like basically a metaphor. Like look at what the government will do if it means research or some kind of info in their pocket or whatever.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, y'all keep going down that rabbit hole. If y'all come up with something, anything good, y'all let me know. Now, the main topic for today, before we get to my man Sloan's black comic book, expose. The topic for today is types of black nerds. So I'm gonna play this video, and what everybody to do is, number one, there's two questions. One question is, what type of black nerd do you think you are? And then number two, do you agree with her framework of the types of black nerds that there are? This is a very interesting video.
This is a video of the different type of black nerds. Let's go. Okay, the closet black nerd, they have anime as a secret hobby that, you know, a lot of close friends and stuff don't know about. A lot of their close friends are actually not anime nerds at all. And the ones that do know have no clue how many actual hours they put in watching anime. And it's way more than they let on. Way more than they let on. Okay, next is the pro-black, all-around black nerd. So they actually love anime, love games, love all forms of nerddom, but they're super pro-black. They just completely embrace both elements of their identity. So they date black women. When they draw characters, they draw black characters. So they're both, you know, it's actually one of the most interesting archetypes. Okay, next we got the full-on dweeb black nerd. So his employment status is going to be a direct correlation to how wild he smells. So you might see him say this quote right here. I actually can't say the quote because it summons the lane inside of you. But yeah, just full on. Okay, next is the alt black nerd. So basically they indulge in the alternative culture, the music, the style, the friend group. You'll see them. Sometimes a lot of them get into like magic, warlock, things like that. They have their own subset community with the other alts. Okay, next is the acoustic or the Audi black nerd. So they actually, depending on how far down the spectrum, you're going to catch them with these gloves. They love these gloves. Depending on how far down the spectrum, they fully embody the character that they're watching. So if I was their mom, I had them watch like, you know, Martin Luther King or Ulysses Grant or like, you know, Hitler or somebody. Like if you want to fully embody a character and you want to fully act them out, it's not going to be Spider-Man, bro. It's about to be the Wolf on Wall Street or something like that. We need you to be somebody a little bit more productive. But yeah, they make excellent actors. Just fully indulge in the character. Okay, next we got the unemployed gamer and the employed gamer. Two completely different. They both love games. We got two different vibes going on here. The unemployed gamer, you might see them really heavy in their red pill, telling everybody they can't get a girl unless they 6 feet, make 6 figures, and how horrible women are, things like that. The other one is normally a happy dad, got kids, got a wife, things like that. He plays when he get off work. He plays constantly. Once again, that hygiene level is going to go up and down depending on, you know, how employed. All right, that's it.
So, shout out to her, I guess. This was a weird list. When I saw it, I was like, what in the world is she talking about? Now, the overall topic I thought was fire, but the execution, I felt like left a sour taste in my mouth. So, first of all, let me go around. How did y'all feel about the video? And I'm gonna start with Kate this time because this was a wild thing. I feel like Kate could help us with this. What are you thinking?
Why you guys start with me?
I just saw your face while we was watching. That's why I was like, yeah, she's like,
it's funny because you asked that question. I'm like, what kind of nerd am I? And I'm like, I feel like I'm pretty like all around, like kind of well balanced. Like I dip in a little bit of everything. And what she came out with was not what I was expecting. I was just like, okay, I can see that a little bit. I might be a little bit of that. And then did she mean autistic? She said autistic.
Yeah. That's what she meant.
It was straight left.
I was like, oh, musician type of nerd. And I was like, oh no, that's not what she meant.
Nah, not at all. So do you even list? Do you feel like her list is relevant?
No. I mean, like there's some things you can take from there, you know, but I wouldn't reference that list.
Got you. I respect that. All right, Jalen, what about you?
I'm gonna have to agree with Kate. It was a little like I was really trying to find where I'm like, I could see a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but I was really trying to figure out where I fit in. And the further she got down the line, I'm like, well, okay, that was not what I was expecting. It's not really, I feel like it's just so many more types, and it's so many things that weren't touched on. So many things were like put together. Yeah.
Nah, I feel you on that. Sloan.
I feel like it was fairly accurate. Because the thing is, like, look, I would know because some of them are my friends. Like I got a buddy right now. He fulfills the acoustic role. He loves Sonic. He loves Eggman. He's got all his costumes. He's a part. He wants to become a voice actor and everything. And the whole what's his name? What was it? The pro black one. That's me. I'm that one kind of thing. So I would know. And as for the smelly one, I've seen the ones online. So yeah, absolutely. The unemployed gamer one, I've seen plenty of those.
Yeah, I had a smelly homeboy. Like he was like that for a long time. So I had to pull him up and like, bro, you gotta deal with this. This is crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever rock deodorant you found that you rubbing on, you're not working. You had to use some regular deodorant. You know what I'm saying? So, Fame, how about you, sir? When you do you agree with the video? And what any takeaways?
Takeaways were she was on point. Like they literally exist, every single one of them. But she just targeted them. There's so many more other types of black nerds that nothing like. She just hit the ones that it's funny, but we literally all know them. We've all dealt with them at some age. I probably remember some of the nerds I used to deal with when I was in high school that, yeah, bro, we all know they never washed up. It was nothing. It's like, yo, why do you keep coming to school smelling like this? I don't smell like nothing. Like y'all just walk off. Well, there's the smell. Thank God. Yeah, no, I think she just delivered everything with a crazy punchline. So it was funny.
Word. I kind of agree with you guys. I first of all, I feel like her list was a little absurd. I feel like I understand for the sake of being funny in a video so that you can get people to interact. I felt like she did a great job with that. However, you missed the comic nerds, the comic book people that love the comics. You missed the RPG lovers, the people that are really into role playing, whether it be in tabletop or in games. You know what I mean? You missed. There are nerds. I feel like in every sector and culture of the world, there's a nerd for it. Whether it's guns, I can show you YouTube channels of dudes that nerd out on guns. I can show you dudes that nerd out on cars, dudes that nerd out on, you know what I'm saying, all types of things, bro. Like, so I feel like those, there's just a lot of different stuff. Now, in the black sector, some of those people are prevalent. I call them pop culture nerds. The people that go all when the culture is going. So you got the dudes that's going to dress up all black, or the dude that every time you see him, he's wearing a costume, and we out in public at we at Hooters, and you got a Spider-Man outfit on. What is you doing, bro? We just getting some wings and some beer. Like, what are you doing? So, I thought that was super duper funny. Now, going back around, and I'm going to start with myself. What kind of nerd do you find yourself? And I thought about this the entire week. This video had me caught in myself. I am a tinkerer nerd. Like, I am a creative tinkerer nerd, meaning that I will find stuff and I get obsessed over it, and I will involve my entire life around it. So, like, when I was young, I got obsessed with music, creating music. So that means I, like, every dime I had in my pocket, I was buying CDs, I was buying equipment, I was learning how to make beats, I was learning how to write songs. I ingratiated myself with only people that love music. If you ain't love music and want to create music, I wasn't hanging out with you. Like, we were obsessed with that, you know what I mean? And everything I did was based around music for almost 2 decades. And then came the radio and the internet radio. Then it was like I was obsessed with that. And even to this day, podcasting is just a morphing of those two things into this. So, like, that's where I nerd out at. And then, of course, I've always been in the comic books. I've always been into Marvel and stuff like that. So the films and the TV shows and my obsession with movies, it all kind of like blended in together. So, all right, Fane, what kind of nerd do you feel like you are?
I'm a collector. I get, like you, obsessed into whatever I'm just nerding out about at the time. And yeah, I invest. I buy my favorite stuff in it, and I keep looking to and not for nobody else besides myself, just so I can have my memories of stuff around me in the end of it all.
No, I respect that. Sloan, what type of nerd would you consider yourself?
Graphic novels and props. That's where
You're a prop guy?
Yeah.
I would never thought you'd be a prop guy.
Like swords and masks and stuff. Like I have a small collection now, but once I get more money, I'm gonna be spending even more on it.
Hey man, you better get you a big house, bro. You're gonna need space for all of that stuff. So shout out
Absolutely.
to you. Okay. Kate, what about you?
Like I said, I dabble into like a little bit of everything. I feel like I'm most happiest like when I'm hyper fixating on like doing stuff with my hands. So like I said, my Legos, when I'm painting, when I'm building, doing stuff with my house, like something like I can tinker and build and create. That's the type of things I like to nerd out on.
Got you. And Jalen.
I think for me it's like fantasy, anything horror related, anything with magic, anything. Yeah.
Got you. All right. So next week, I want y'all to think about it tonight, and then I'm gonna bring it back up next week. What was the biggest moment where you realized, man, I am a freaking nerd? Like, don't say it now. Just wait till next week. The moment where you just realize, damn, I am a super nerd. And I can tell you 4 different instances in my life where, that happened. But we're going to talk about that next week. Right now, it's time for us to get into Sloan and his segment. You know what I mean? He's got that black comic pick for the week.
I'm soaring high. Every panel tells a story. Watch it fly. Ink and paper, the mysteries unfold.
All right, gotta get you that better intro. We're gonna work on that. All right. So
did you create that intro? Was that original?
Yeah, that was an AI. Yeah, that's an original AI record.
Bro, that joint fire. That joint stay in my mind just like what's that joint was? Butterfly in the sky. No, bro, yeah, my joint. Go ahead.
Well, Sloan wants something more like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? More like and I yeah, you know what I mean. So David the Goliath.
Drill.
Facts.
Some UK drill music.
Now more like Mad Villain and MF Doom's song. What's the name? All caps.
Facts. All right, Leo says congrats on 10K. All right, and David the Goliath said congrats on 10K. So like shout out everybody. I appreciate y'all. And y'all watching it right now. You can jump in the comments and tell us, man. Like what type of nerd are you? Tell us. You know what I mean? David the Goliath and Leo and Zanifio. What type of nerd would you describe yourself to be? You know what I mean? Or if you feel like it, tell us the first time, that moment when you realized that you was a nerd. But until then, Sloan is your time, my guy. So tell us about the comic of the week.
All right. So today's comic of the week is it's a kind of a old comic. This is a Cyborg was given a limited series a couple of years ago called Cyborg Homecoming. Cyborg is one of those characters in DC where it's like the way they set him up, he has the potential to do a lot of good stories and deep stories, but DC's kind of like forgot about him. This is most prevalent when it comes to people of color in DC comic books. They gradually fixed it, but they got a long way to go. So this story basically is focusing on his personal life as Cyborg, his place in the world, especially with all the adventures he's gone on and stuff, and kind of like showing how he's dealing with it. Like one of the main things about him that was the fact that he has a strained relationship with his father, and this is like a story where they finally addressed it and helped him grow past it and stuff like that. It even addressed other various things like how's he going through the motions of being a cyborg, the not being able to do the normal things that he did enjoyed as a normal human being and all that. So it's a really beautiful story. Like if you're a fan of Cyborg and the Teen Titans from the Teen Titans cartoon or the comic books, you will absolutely love this book. And the art is absolutely amazing. I only showed bits. I couldn't show too much because a lot of the panels had spoilers, but it is a great book. It's on Amazon right now. The full story is in like a paperback, so you don't need to go issue by issue. Just get it all in one swoop. That's how I usually read comic books.
No, I love that, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna cop that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never read any comics about Cyborg, but after seeing him in the films, I was like, bro, I really need to sit down and give that storyline a try. So shout out to you for doing that. Now, do they have newer comics based around Cyborg, or did they discontinue it after a while?
I don't know. I doubt it, because that's the way usually DC goes. Like, if it isn't Jon Stewart, they usually aren't going to get an ongoing series. I mean, they got one of like Lucius Fox's son, because there's Batwing. Batwing's got a brother. They made his brother Batman in New York. Don't know who asked for that, really and truly, but like I said, but that's like a thing that they always do. DC, like even this past Black History Month, they brought back so many Black characters that we wanted to see and stuff. But it's like for me, I don't usually buy the DC Black History Month stuff, because it's like I'm like, yeah, my annual reminder of all the characters you're not using. Yay, great kind of thing.
That's what's up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is our show today. I didn't know. Damn, we almost on time. An hour and 6 minutes. So before we get out of here, I gotta get everybody to get their shout outs going. You know what I'm saying? So let's start with the ladies. Let's start with Jalen. Can you give us your shout outs?
Shout outs. Just shout out to you guys. I miss seeing all of you in one place at the same time. So shout out to y'all. I miss you guys.
We miss you too, man. And the food. Thank you. Shout out to you. Yo, Kate, shout outs.
Here, shout out to y'all. Shout out to us. Shout out to everybody. Type shit.
That's what's up. That's what's up, Sloan. Shout
out to my boys Zanif and Leo and David the Goliath for coming to this podcast. Shout out to all of you guys for including me on the podcast as a member. Shout out to my boy Star Light Comics on Instagram. He's got a story he's trying to get off the ground. So shout out to him. And yeah, that's all my shout outs.
Shout out. Hey, if you got anybody that's got comics out and stuff like that, yo, let them know they can come on the show. Let's bring them on and have them talk about it.
Oh yeah, that would be a great idea. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying. We trying to connect with as many nerds as possible. Trying to help everybody. So, Fame, give us your shout outs.
Shout outs.
Here we go.
Now I just wanted to make sure I did it just like Jay. All right.
Almost.
Almost. I'll be trying practice. Try to sit in the mirror later on. Shout out Sloan to the 10,000, bro. Dopeness. I believe when I was talking about it, I guess that's when I was having headset troubles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't even know until somebody said it in the drink. So super congrats to you on that, bro. I love that segment, Kate. I thought that was really dope, and like Jay said, presented well. It was so dope to see people I actually knew in the segment, and the Lego person at the end, the way it tied into the show, I thought that was really dope. I thought we had a really great show. Like Sister Jay said, I'm happy to be back in with you guys, even though I'm sick right now. I know I missed like 2 weeks, and then before that, we just been missing so much time. I feel like I haven't been talking to nobody besides myself, as y'all know. So shout out to this whole family over here that's holding me down and making me run around crazy like hell. I always end up sick. And shout out to everybody out there that's been tuning in and watching.
Word, for sure. Shout out to David the Goliath. He said, Sloan, who do you think is the best comic book writer / artist / writer of modern generations?
That's a tough one.
Best writer / artist. I'm not sure if he means it separately, like artist and then writer, or both. So I'm gonna go try to find someone who does both. Modern day, I'll say the best is Brent Gray, who's writing Ordeal on Webtoon. He writes and draws. He writes and draws the series.
Word. Okay. And I think Mr. Washington said DC and Marvel have been doing more limited runs over the years. Thank you. And then he said W Stream. I think he's saying winning stream. So shout out to you, man. Appreciate that. Yo, I want to get
Sean.
facts. I want to say shout out to each and every one of y'all. I do miss y'all. I cannot wait to go out of town and hang with the team. I am going to put together a birthday dinner either before or after we come back from out of town, because I want to have dinner with Kate and TK and Jalen and Fame and everybody that's in Baltimore. I feel like we way overdue to get together and, you know, share a meal and have some fun. And hopefully we can get Sloan on a plane for the retreat in the next couple of months. So y'all keep it locked. But every week, you know what I'm saying, Black Nerd Podcast, 6 p.m. We're going to be right back here. And we're going to have some bonus content for y'all next week. With that being said, if y'all have any questions or comments, or if y'all want to support us, like I said, go grab some merch from our merch store, vbcmerch.com. Other than that, man, if I can make any recommendations for y'all, 0 Day, Paradise. Yes. 0 Day is phenomenal. Paradise is phenomenal. Reacher is kicking butt. I literally I am watching. I love this show. And I know y'all think I'm corny for this. Only Murders in the Building. Every season, I am in love. I have loved that entire show. They did a great job with it. Yeah, so just get out here. There's so much great content. I hate when people say it's boring. There's nothing to watch. I'm like, you are insane. There's something for everybody. Tons of content on every platform. So go watch something new and have a great day. I am out.
Here comes them black nerds. Sloan's on with big words. Kate slap makes us all smile. Jay's little stones every single time. Fame's kind of like a mastermind, while Jay is one shows up every single time. Yeah. Powers unite, go to bring the fight. Cases is Black Nerd Podcast, winning all the fights.